Everybody, another Power 5 coming at you on Sunday. I'll be talking about both NFL playoff matchups, Rams Eagles and Ravens Bills, in just a little bit. Feel free to comment down below with how you are betting those games. But first, let's get to some soccer. Another 2-0 sweep for yours truly on the pitch Saturday. Cash Bochum plus half a goal in the Bundesliga, nothing like erasing a 3-goal deficit there. And then Fulham in the English Premier League. Here are a couple early looks for you on Sunday. I know that these soccer picks from the response in the morning wager are getting a little bit more popular, so let's bring them to the Power 5. In the Bundesliga on Sunday, I like Werder Bremen minus 115 on the three-way line against Augsburg. Both clubs are in the bottom half of the table, but it's Augsburg that I want to fade on Sunday, 11:30 a.m. Eastern on ESPN+. The reason for wanting to fade Augsburg here is they're coming off a rare win last week, 2-0 over Union Berlin, but only 19 goals scored all season, is fourth fewest in the league. Also, Augsburg had been beaten 3 straight times by an aggregate score of 8-1 before that 2-0 win last week. That is their only away win of the season. 9 losses in 12 away matches. They're traveling here to face a Werder Bremen side that has only lost once in their last 7 matches and scored 11 goals in the last 4. Also, Bremen unbeaten their last 6 here at home. All 3 points to the home side in this one. Moving to Italy, I've got to play in Serie A for you. Noon Eastern, Lazio minus 130 on the 3-way line. Visiting Verona, Lazio is winless over their last 3 matches, but that's their longest such streak of the season, so a good buy low spot here. I expect Lazio to win against one of the bottom sides in the league, that being Verona, who haven't even scored a goal in 4 of their last 6 matches at home. They are also conceding an average, is Verona, of more than 2 goals per match at home this season. So I think it should be an easy 3 points for Lazio here, who's a little unlucky to draw with Como last time out. They were down to 10 men because of a red card. After that, they concede the equalizer. So again, bet Lazio to win. Betting Verona to get relegated isn't a bad idea either if you're into that kind of thing. Now, if you want my top soccer play for Sunday, it is available right now at wt.buzz/bp, but you'll have to act quickly as it goes early. It is in the English Premier League. It's a 4% best bet. With that 2-0 sweep yesterday, I am on a 13-4 run with all soccer, not to mention still number 1 all soccer last 9 months. Let's keep it going. Great way to put some extra money in your pocket before betting the NFL game. Speaking of, Rams Eagles is 3 p.m. Eastern on NBC and Peacock. This is a regular season rematch. The Eagles won easily, 37-20, as 3-point road favorites in LA back on November 24th. Ran for over 300 yards in that game. Kind of misleading, though, was the 22-20 win for Philly in the wild card round over Green Bay. They were +4 in turnover margin, but never really threatened after scoring the game's first touchdown, which came after the Packers fumbled the opening kickoff. Truth be told, I've teased the Eagles down to a pick 'em here, but let's talk about the total. Now, in the cold, it's going to be a low-scoring game, particularly in the first half. I mentioned last week, Philadelphia's gotten off to slow starts all season. There have been 10 games where they didn't even score a first quarter point. The Rams, unaccustomed to the cold, struggled offensively in their only previous sub 40-degree game this season. That was against the Jets. They were very lucky to win that game. Defense did not force a punt. I also thought the Rams were gifted some early points last week by Sam Darnold and the Vikings. I'm sure you did as well. So I wanted to play the first half under here between the Rams and Eagles, but that number's now all the way down to 20.5. Don't like that. So let's just bet the full game under 42.5. Eagles defense, good as it gets under Vic Fangio. The Rams defense just held the Vikings to only 3.8 yards per play last week. We now wrap it up with the heavyweight battle of the weekend. Ravens Bills on CBS. 6:30. I've got no opinion on the side here, believe it or not. I think these are 2 great teams. I just hope they both have fun. No, in all seriousness, Baltimore did open as the underdog, but the line quickly flipped, and they are 1-point favorites as of Saturday afternoon when I'm recording this. Looks like DraftKings still at 1.5. Here are 2 player props you can bet on for this game Sunday. I wasn't joking. I really don't like the side in this game. I think these are 2 teams I don't want to bet against, quite frankly. But I do have 2 player props for you to bet in this one. One is Isaiah Likely over 37.5 receiving yards. The other is Justice Hill over 22.5 receiving yards. So 2 Ravens were targeting this one to go over their receiving yards. I think Baltimore's offense is going to be forced into a lot of passing downs here. Running backs have had success catching balls out of the backfield all season against Buffalo, so that's good news for the Hill prop. As for Likely, he should again be the beneficiary of Zay Flowers' absence. Had 53 yards receiving last week against the Steelers. Both of these props have taken over money throughout the week, so I'm not the only one targeting these. let's now recap the Power 5, shall we, in soccer. We like Werder Bremen on the three-way line against Augsburg. In Italy, we like Lazio on the three-way line against Verona. A little way to start your Sunday there on the pitch. Then in the NFL, I like Rams, Eagles under, and then I like the two-player props in Ravens, Bills, those being Isaiah Likely over 37.5 yards receiving and Justice Hill over 22.5 yards receiving. Smash that like button if you're in agreement with me on those. Then head on over to wt.buzz/BP. Again, I'm recording this Saturday afternoon, so I can't report how all of Saturday's plays did, but I'm going to have plenty to offer on Sunday. I already mentioned the early soccer play. I'll have NFL as well, obviously. So it's wt.buzz/BP. You don't want to forget about that 3-day special we've got going on at WagerTalk.com. I've been talking about it all week. It's a great deal. You buy a 3-day all access, we will tack on an additional day of service at no cost. So a free day of plays for you there. Just, again, take advantage now. It's right under all of my plays at wt.buzz/BP. That will do it for the Power 5 here on Sunday. Make sure you are subscribed to the WagerTalk YouTube channel. Until next time, let's cash some tickets.